You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Mentally feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you push a 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's the reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What is going on, Pyromaniacs? We're back with another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I do want to let you guys know Darius is in training this week, so he may or may not show up today. So we are going to go down the fort for him. So shout out to Darius, my new co-host. Shout out to him. So we're going to keep him in prayer as he roughs through the corporate world. But he will be back soon, and hopefully he can drop by today. But if not, I'm holding down the fort for you guys. Shout out to all of you that are joining in. If you have not done so already, hit that like button if you can as you come in and grab your seat. And subscribe if you have not done so already, and share. That's really, really important this week. I want you guys to go ahead and share some more. I don't care if you share it in your inbox, your DMs, wherever, la-da-da-da. Make sure you hit that share button wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. And speaking of YouTube and Twitch, if you have not, or if you're not getting the notifications from YouTube or Twitch, you can go ahead and hit text Blaze to you can text BLAZE to 833-793-2423. Again, that's 833-793-2423, and you'll get direct notifications when we go live or when we upload new material. Shout out to my Pyromaniacs. I hope you guys are having a blessed one on today. Let's see who is in the building. I want to welcome for a fantastic week of Pyro Media stuff going on. What's going on, Michaela? Bless you. Thank you for coming, little sis. Keith Reynolds is in the building. What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining in. Hey, Serena, how you doing, Queen? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining. And everybody watching in the bushes, thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching while you're at work or if you are on the road heading to work. We appreciate you. Or if you're just watching the kids, doing your thing, Praise Jesus. We appreciate all your time and viewership. All right, y'all. Let's get into some breaking news because I don't want to delay any longer. We have a full, huge not power pack, what do you call it? Rundown. So we have a lot to talk about on the list. So let's get into some breaking news on today. If I can find the breaking, there we go. All right, y'all. It's time for some breaking news real quick. So 3 U.S. troops were unalived in a drone attack in Jordan. More than 30 were injured. This happened yesterday. Take a look.
Thank you, Kai. Now to developing news in the Middle East, where 3 American service members are dead and more than 30 injured following a drone strike on a U.S. base in Jordan.
President Biden promising today that those responsible will be held accountable.
KTLA's Rachel Minitoff joins us live from the News Center with the latest details. Rachel.
John, Karine, good evening to you both. That's right. President Biden, along with other lawmakers, are vowing to respond to these attacks. Political experts say this is a turning point and changes the calculus. It likely forces the U.S. to get more involved in the Middle East than it otherwise would.
We had a tough day last night in the Middle East.
During his trip to Columbia, South Carolina, President Biden addressed the deadly attack on U.S. troops abroad. He asked for a moment of silence to mark the somber news.
We shall respond.
3 American service members were killed and as many as 30 more injured after an unmanned aerial drone attack on a base in northeast Jordan. It happened at a small U.S. outpost, also known as Tower 22, a logistical hub for U.S. forces. U.S. officials are working to identify the exact group responsible, but have surmised that one of several Iranian-backed groups is behind it. Militants have carried out more than 100 attacks in the region, mainly on U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria and on cargo ships in the Red Sea. They say it's in retaliation for Washington's support of Israel and its war on Gaza. Lawmakers have been sharing their condolences and calling for swift action. Former President Donald Trump criticized the current administration, writing, quote, "This brazen attack on the United States is yet another horrific and tragic consequence of Joe Biden's weakness and surrender." His political opponent, Nicki also weighed in.
The fact that we lost 3 and dozens were wounded after 160 attacks on our men and women in the military. It is absolutely shameful.
Okay, listen, y'all. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time listening to all this BS because at the end of the day, you know, things are, first of all, I want to pray for the families of our military brethren out there that have lost anybody that was in this drone attack. This is war. This is an issue that is escalating. And my advice, and also advice that has been told to me, is to stay away from Europe all in and of itself. In that region, especially the Middle East. You don't want to travel anywhere near that region right now. That definitely, I don't think you can at the moment. But yeah, make sure you guys stay away from Europe or any of that area at the moment. But oh, hold on one second, y'all.
Hello.
What is going on, brother? How are you?
Hey, I am all right. How are you?
I'm excited because we have a lot to talk about today, but there's a lot going on in the Middle East, and I just really want people to kind of not fall into the rigmarole of politics and get into, because they're using this as a talking point to try to talk bad about the administration and all of this stuff or whatever. So like at the end of the day, a lot of people don't agree with the fact that we're even dealing with Israel and dealing with this whole situation with Palestine. That's here nor there. With this particular situation, I just feel like at the end of the day, we have to be very careful about how we allow rhetoric to be used as a political talking point in order to sway people. We're going to get into more of that a little later because there's something that happened over the weekend that I was very shocked about. Yes. Very shocked about. But we're going to get into that in the rundown. But I definitely want to kind of hear your thoughts on the 3 U.S. troops that were unalived with a drone attack over the weekend in Jordan.
Yes, and hello everybody. I see y'all. Yes, the district supervisor. Hold up, I'm not a district supervisor. I'm the national.
Oh, national. Okay, come on, national.
I've been elevated. I'm national.
Well, praise God.
I'm about to be worldwide.
Come on. I know that's right. But go on, tell us your thoughts on everything that's going on.
They had no relegated me to just a district.
Right. She ain't local, honey. She ain't local. I stand corrected.
I'm on the national level. You're going to see me up there with my big hat on at the national meeting.
No, that's right. That's good. You got a good little swoop, too. You going on. Anyway, this is serious matter, Darius. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Darius.
Now, I came in on the tail end of this. I wasn't quite sure. I saw Mother Nicki, and then so I didn't catch all of what you were talking about, but I'm super Nicki.
No, it's totally fine. At the end of the day, like Trump and really all of the right is using this as a political talking point to say that Joe Biden is weak, and as far as international relations are concerned. And I don't understand what they defined as weak, because personally, just because we're not going there and say bang, 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 blow them up, that doesn't mean that we're weak. We have to be strategic about things. We can make it a lot bigger.
I think you'll find that a lot of the folks that make comments like that in national politics, a lot of them don't have any foreign policy experience.
Exactly.
I think if Joe Biden is somebody who has served in politics and has lots of foreign experience that spans decades.
Hey, Dr. Hope.
From the time he was a senator, then vice president, and now president. Imagine if we'd had Trump still in there. This fool would have had us. He would have had us in something for real. Yeah. So I think it takes somebody who is measured. I think Joe Biden is always conscious of the fact that he does not really want to put America into wars if we can help it. He does not want to be responsible for being the president that sends American troops, men and women, into war if we can avoid it.
Yeah.
So that's not weak. That's why we support. That's why we supported Ukraine, for example, sending them money to help them fight, so that we don't have to go over there and fight.
Yeah. Serena says we have been at war nonstop for more than 30 years. I mean,
we have been. A lot of folks don't realize that because it's not happening on our shores.
Right. Because I think people don't realize that, like, war is not, like, we're very fortunate as a country to not have war, like you said, at our shores, on our land. We've been really fortunate not to have that. At the end of the day, though, we have been in war for a very long time in multiple different, fronts in different, even wars that are not publicized. We're in things that people don't really realize, But at the end of the day, we don't want to have a world war. 3, right? And so, and I believe, this is my personal opinion and firm belief, that if Trump was in office, we would be in World War 3 and possibly another World War 4. You know what I'm saying? So we would have some
we already had World War 3.
Well,
World War 2, I think it was. He forgot we had World War II, but they want to talk about Joe Biden being old.
He also doesn't realize that he's not going up against Obama.
Look, after that $83.3 million judgment, I would be senile after that.
Honey, I would be loop-de-loop.
I would be straight up.
But who's paying for it? The bank is going to be paying for it anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
But I wouldn't pay for it. They're crazy. I wouldn't be paying for it.
They're sending cash apps. They're sending Venmo. They're buying hats.
Look, how many cash apps you think Donald gonna need to pay that 83.3?
A whole lot.
And keep in mind, he still got the fraud case in New York.
It's a whole lot.
Let me tell y'all something. If Donald Trump be president again, he gonna be the brokest president we don't ever see.
Will he? I don't know.
He gonna be significantly broke. He gonna lose a lot. Now he might still be rich, but trust me, he's gonna be very diminished. And people that, and I try not to tell people who to vote for, but I'm gonna keep it real. We can't vote for that man.
We can't vote for that man. I'm not telling y'all what to do, because at the end of the day, voting is your personal decision and personal choice. But if he gets back in office, it's gonna be our fault. And when I say our, I mean as a collective, as a United States. It's going to be our fault. Yeah. So, anywho, what's happening today? That was breaking news. We're going to move on. What's happening today? Apparently, today is National Puzzle Day. Samuel, I really have to have a comment. I need to pre-approve these. I need to get me a day, because apparently anybody can get a day for anything. There's a day for everything. Is there a day for? Let me be quiet, because this is going on Bullet and Flight Radio. National Puzzle Day. January 29th is National Puzzle Day, the perfect day to do a little brain exercise, whether it's a crossword, jigsaw, or Sudoku. It's a Sudoku. Puzzles engage our brain in more ways than one. Scientists have discovered that when we work on a jigsaw puzzle, we utilize both sides of the brain, improving memory, cognitive function, and problem-solving skills in the process. By utilizing puzzles, people can stimulate the brain and improve a number of skills. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what did Michaela say? You didn't have a conversation with.
I'm issuing a proclamation for national.
This is crazy.
I'm issuing a proclamation for National Missionaries Day tomorrow.
I know that's right. Come on, National Missionaries.
For all the missionaries, Dr. Holt, some of the other missionaries, we go National Missionaries Day tomorrow.
Right. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Dr. Holt. Y'all are best. Anyway, let's get into birthdays. It's shout outs. We are still in Aquarius season, so shout out to all of the Aquariuses out there. First up today is January 29th, and the first birthday up is Oprah Winfrey. Happy birthday to you, Queen. Born January 29th. She was born January 29th, 1954 in Kosciuszko, Missouri. Kosciuszko. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sure. Oprah Winfrey is an American media executive, actress, talk show host, television producer, and philanthropist. She is best known for her talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which was the highest rated television program of its kind in history and was nationally syndicated from 1986 to 2011 in Chicago. Dubbed the Queen of All Media, she was the richest African American of the 20th century and North America's first Black multi-billionaire, and has been ranked the greatest Black philanthropist in American history. She has also been sometimes ranked as the most influential woman in the world. Happy birthday to you, Queen. We appreciate. You know what?
All right.
All right, Michaela, you
happy birthday, Sophia.
Michaela is angry with her. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Queen. We appreciate you and all of your efforts to Black history.
What was her name in Brewster's Place?
Let me pull it up. Oprah Winfrey in Brewster's.
I just remember seeing that scene when she took the what was it, a crowbar, whatever it was.
Oh, Maddie Michael.
Yes, and she went to the wall and she started chipping.
All right, y'all. Let's move on.
Oh, Michaela is not playing.
Is not liking Oprah right now, but let's get her off the screen. We have some honorable mentions. Let's see. Dr. Holt says, happy birthday, Oprah. My mama said, do the right thing, Oprah. The Deltas are waiting. Ooh. Okay. We need to have a Delta special.
They want Oprah?
Apparently. All right, let's see who is the honorable mention today. Charlie Wilson. Happy birthday to Charlie Wilson.
Uncle Charlie.
Uncle Charlie, born January 29th, 1953 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Charles Kent Wilson is an American musician, singer, songwriter, producer, and former lead vocalist of the Gap Band. As a solo artist, he has been nominated for 11 Grammy Awards and 10 NAACP Image Awards, including 2 wins, received a 2009 Soul Train Icon Award, and was a recipient of a BMI Icon Award in 2005. In 2009, he was named Billboard Magazine's #1 adult R&B artist, and his song, There Goes My Baby, was named the #1 urban adult song for 2009 in Billboard Magazine.
Man,
happy birthday to you, Uncle Charlie.
I love Uncle Charlie.
Great,
Have you ever been to an Uncle Charlie show?
I have not.
I tell you, that man, they practically have to turn off the lights on him before he will leave the stage.
Oh, listen, now that's a show. They get your money's worth on that. Well, happy birthday to you, sir. Your skin looks great, sir. Yes. Come through, Uncle Charlie. I'm fine. All right, next up is Andrea Kelly, born January 29th, 1974 in Chicago, Illinois. Andrea Kelly she is a reality TV star of VH1's Hollywood Exes, as well as a choreographer, dancer, fashion designer, and actress. She was first introduced to the world as the wife of R. Kelly, now her ex-husband. working as a choreographer, principal dancer, and creative director for his tours, videos, and award shows. She is the director and founder of Andrea Kelly Dance Theater, Pink Kitty Cabaret, and Art Saves Lives. She has 3 children named Joanne, Jaya, and Robert. She and R. Kelly divorced towards the beginning of 2009. She later was married to Brian McKee in 2014 for a few months.
I would have changed my last name.
Well, I mean, go ahead for it. Come on now. Kayla said her mind was telling her no, and her body told her to get married to that. Listen. Let's move on. Do you have anything to say, Darius, before we go?
I just would have changed my last name if I was her.
Well, I mean, if it's getting you money, girl, make your money.
What money?
All right, let's move on, I guess. Let's happy heavenly birthday time. This is Darius' favorite time of the day. Let's open up those gates, and we want to wish a happy birthday to, or happy heavenly birthday to, Harriet Tubman, born January 29th, 1820, in Dorchester County. And she passed away in transition on March 10th, 1913, in Auburn, New York. Final resting place was in Fort Hill Cemetery in Auburn, New York. Harriet Tubman, born of Araminta Ross, forgive me for mispronouncing that, was an American abolitionist and political activist. Born into slavery, Tubman escaped and subsequently made some 13 missions to rescue approximately 70 enslaved people, family, and friends using the network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. Do you know what that is, Portia? We love you, girl. She later helped abolitionists. I love you.
Don't forget that.
That was shade. I love you, Portia. I promise you I do. She later helped abolitionist John Brown recruit men for his raid on Harper's Ferry. During the American Civil War, she served as an armed scout and spy for the United States Army. In her later years, Tubman was an activist in the struggle for women's suffrage. You better do your thing, Queen. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you that she's one of our good ancestors. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. For the record, I am on one today. I see you, Michaela. I see. Michaela said, "Happy birthday to this gorgeous queen who fought for all of the Black people in fire, and freeing my ancestors. Thank you. We appreciate you, Harriet."
She looked strong. Mother looked like she was about that life too.
She look. She really does. She looked like she got some good swings in. Okay, she put up the deuce. And we have a diamond of the day, and actually this diamond of the day was actually yesterday, but we want to go ahead and celebrate her because we're off on the weekends, but we want to celebrate her. Oh. Harry inspired me to stay packed and strapped. I know that's right. Do what you gotta do. Praise Jesus. But shout out to not only our diamond of the day, but also a trailblazer of Pyro Media. We call all of our clients trailblazers. And shout out to the one and only, the phenomenal coach herself, Tasha Champion. We love you, Queen. Thank you for all that. Happy birthday. And you do amazing work for the community. She is a huge activist and advocate for cancer research and breast cancer research. She is a cancer survivor. And so and she's using all of her, not only her story, but her influence to impact and help those who have been diagnosed and who are fighting that good fight. And so thank you for all that you do, Queen. And she does a lot more than she shows online. Trust me, I'm there. I'm listening to her. I'm on the phone with her. I'm talking to her almost on a daily basis. And I see what she does and I know what she does. And she does a lot more than she gets credit for. So we want to give her her flowers. We love you, Queen. And thank you for everything that you do, not only for Pyro Media, but for the women that you impact on a daily basis. And just overall, just being a phenomenal queen. And so thank you. And she's one of my favorite Aquariuses. Shout out to you, girl. I don't have a lot of Aquariuses that I like, but we appreciate you, Queen. She is the epitome of Aquarius. Amen. And happy birthday to everyone that was born today on January 29th. Shout out to y'all. People who were born in January. There's just a lot of great people that were born in January. It's just a great time. Great time.
Yes.
Not too much. Not too much. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pay some bills, y'all. When we come back, we're going to get into the rundown. We have a lot to talk about, okay? Because there's been some before. I tried to mind my business on the weekend and sit back and chill out and rest my nerves, okay? Put on a face mask, some cucumbers on my eyes, and just sit back and listen to a book. But here comes the buffoonery coming on in on Monday. We'll be right back.
Know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bullet in Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bullet in Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bullet in Flight Radio.
And we're black, y'all. I like that beat. That beat goes hard when it comes in strong.
I prefer the term pleasantly caramel. It's okay.
I low-key like that. We are pleasantly caramel, y'all. Well, I'm a little lighter than caramel, but Darius is pleasantly caramel. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and get into some things, but before we do, make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, make sure that you are donating to Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. You are not just donating to any old regular schmegular. You are donating to a 501c3 nonprofit that gives back. So you can go ahead and make sure and know that you're getting back on all of the things or you're giving back, and what your money is going to is being used for good causes. So praise Jesus. Amen. Amen. All right. And make sure you also check out Pyro Media Productions if you need any media solutions, or if you are looking for photography or videography or anything of that nature, website building, all of that jazz. You can head over to pyromediaproductions.com or any of the Pyro Media websites and fill out a client application. Shout out to Pyro Media Production. I want to address something before we get into our rundown. Let me tell you something, Dr. Hall. This was your birthday weekend. We know what you were doing, honey. Okay? You want to be all demure and acting like you were just God's gift, just being all holy and not being a good minister. We know you're a missionary for the trade. I was an entertaining trade this weekend.
That's all
I was not my business.
Because that's a ministry.
Here she go.
It is a ministry.
Here she go. Okay. Let's get into
the work that Dr. Holt is doing is a holy mission. Well, see, okay. if you ain't been licensed and you ain't your trained and licensed, I get it. You don't get it.
So there's a class. There's a missionary class that I need to know about.
You might not have been called. I mean,
praise Jesus. You know what? That's not my life. I'm trying to be a good Christian, holy woman. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. I get it. I may not have been called.
You might not have been called to this work.
Y'all are mad. I cannot deal with y'all today. I was with my family. Thank you very much. Oh, you were with your family? That's what they call it, girl? Okay. Mm-hmm.
So you have to be called to it.
Okay. Many are called, but the chosen are few. You know what? I'm not dealing with y'all today. I'm not. Anyway, let's get into the
now, if you're good at it, then you chosen.
Wait, say one more time.
If you're good at it, then you chosen.
Okay. All right. Okay. Speaking of chosen, let's get into the rundown. Well, Here's some positive news to kick off your Monday. Pop icon Britney Spears has taken to social media to publicly apologize to her ex-boyfriend Justin Timberlake for the revelations made in her. I did. It made in her memoir, The Woman in Me. This unexpected gesture of reconciliation comes after Britney accused Justin of various wrongdoings in their past relationship. With her recent Instagram post, it appears that Britney is ready to put the drama behind her and mend fences with her former flame. So last Sunday, January 28th, this past Sunday, yesterday, Spears shared a heartfelt message on Instagram expressing regret for some of the things she wrote about in her memoir. She acknowledged the potential offense caused to people she genuinely cares about and extended what appeared to be an apology. So this is what she posted. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Thank you for grabbing me. So it says, I want to apologize for some of the things I wrote about in my book. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. I also wanted to say I am in love with Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. It is so good. And how come every time I see Justin and Jimmy together, I laugh so hard?
So I got an issue.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, talk it.
If I offended. So what she is saying right there, baby, just acknowledge that you offended people. Let's just acknowledge now that the psychotropics are working.
Mm-hmm.
And you are remorseful about some of the things that you said and done to people. But this if I have no, sweetie, you know what you did.
We know what you did, girl. And here's my thing. I didn't have a problem with her exposing Justin for the fake person that he is. He is a horrible human being.
What you got against Justin?
After what he did with Janet, he is forever on my list. I don't care if Janet told us to leave him alone, that she's forgiven him. We haven't. Okay, and I don't know how much he sent you, girl, how much money he sent you, but his Selfish song flopped. Now you trying to help him. No, girl. No. Take a nap. Right, Miss Britney needs to just rest. Take a nap, baby. You've been under a lot of pressure, baby. I know there's a lot going on. But I don't trust you, Justina. I will never forget you. I will never forgive you for what you did to Janet. You sidelined her. It was because of you. Don't apologize for nothing, girl. Anywho, can we move on? I got that out.
You got it out. I was waiting,
Feel better. Thank you.
I know you needed that moment.
I appreciate it. Every time I see his face, he gets on my dang on nerve. That's why JC was a better singer than you any old dang on way. Anyway, let's move on. Sure. Oh, here's another nut job. Okay, so So this happened over the weekend, and I'm just like shooken. Like, I'm just not even shooken. I'm just annoyed to no end. Chrisean Rock has recommitted herself to Blueface as she gets a new face tattoo and says she wants more babies with him. This is
look. Let me tell you something. Blueface, he must have the power.
He must.
It's got to be some power,
right? She was probably full of whips. She said. You know what, John? Yeah, I feel better, Michaela. Thank you so much. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. First of all. Okay, I'm taking off my glasses. I have questions. Ma'am, sweetie. I'm not a big fan of you anyway, but I don't understand why you decided that, I really don't like you, period. Because I think that you are a horrible representation for, actually you're the perfect representation for trauma-filled women. Okay, there's something going on with you, and it's toxicity at its peak. But that's here nor there. My issue, first of all, what would possess you to get a whole picture of a man that has literally dragged you on?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Remember, we have to be going Bullet in Flight. The Monday shows go on Bullet in Flight, so watch your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it is.
We know what it is, baby.
It must be magical.
He's a meat stretcher.
Is that what they say in the mission?
He'll stretch your meat.
He will. Hallelujah. My God. Listen, Chrisean.
And the meat was good, which is why she got his face on her face.
My God, on today. Like, there's no other way. There's nothing else you cannot pay us. You cannot pay me or Darius enough for you to.
You can't
have us think otherwise. That it's not the meat. It has to be the meat. I would not even put Winston Duke's face on my face. I don't even have any tattoos. It's gonna take a lot for me to get a tattoo. Like, it has to mean something. Like, really.
I ain't for putting nobody's name or.
I don't want nothing on this face. This is my moneymaker.
Yeah. Because baby, if it don't work out, then I gotta go get it black dyed. Or I gotta go get it altered or taken out. You know, I ain't got time for all that.
We don't have time for that. That's a waste of money, Gunny. What is wrong with you, girl?
I might put some paws or Georgia peach or something on, in a different area, or a tiger.
Every day that you look at your face, you're gonna see that. What happens when you break up again?
That skin ain't gonna always look how it looked today.
No. Oh my God! Let's see what the people say.
And guess what? If this whole reality TV thing don't work out, what's she gonna work at?
That's what I'm saying. This girl. This is the period definition of mental illness and clout chasing. I'm tired of this woman, and I'm ashamed that we are from the same state. Oh my God. Sean, what's up, Sean? She said she sure knows how to stay relevant. I don't understand. Do you think this is relevancy?
I hope it wash off. I hope that ain't real tattooing.
My God. It's crazy. That meat has to be golden.
That meat has to take you to glory and back again.
It has to. There's no other way. It ain't enough good meat in the world for this bro to put some trash on. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no meat worth it. That's what I'm saying.
Blue face is a meat stretcher.
That meat can't be that good. It can't. As a person who loves tattoos, it ain't no way to worry. I'm putting somebody's. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Serena says face tattoos are ugly. I just don't.
Look.
I just don't.
That sex magic will have some people doing some crazy things.
Ooh. Apparently. Well, good luck, girl. Ridiculous. Anywho, speaking of nonsense, no, ridiculous. So it looks like Just Hilarious made it.
Don't know.
We got to stop blaming everything on mental health. Now this it's just stupid.
Some stuff is really just that simple.
For real, it can't be all mental health. You're right, doctor. I can't even lie on that. Why, Lord? It just gets from bad to worse. So Just Hilarious made it official. Starting February 5th, she will be the new co-host of the Breakfast Club. She is now the third. After you done trashed the Breakfast Club just last week, girl.
But what about all the rumors about them firing her and all that?
I can't. I'm just...
Yes, Charlemagne, the ever-living goddess.
I cannot. Y'all are on a roll today. If she was going to do it on the face, she should have been. And that's what I'm saying. At least make it something meaningful. Just not hilarious. It's more like y'all. I hope she gets into there behind with certain topics. I have no comment.
I'm gonna try to like her because she has said some things about one of my favorite people.
Oh, I don't like her at all.
Yeah,
she started a major issue. She started a major issue for no freaking reason, and I just I have nothing for her. So, good luck, girl. Do what you got to do. Be blessed.
Dr. Ho.
What did Dr. Ho say? DJ swallowed up every, swallowed. Swallowed. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this? Like, I mean, I personally don't care. I'm not a big Breakfast fan club anyway.
I like a lot of some of the topics that they talk about, and they obviously do reach a younger demographic than, let's say, like the Steve Harvey Show or Ricky Smiley. I think Charlamagne in particular, him and Envy, they say a lot of things that other people won't say. And so I appreciate that about them. I don't know how she gonna fit into that. Well, she says things that other people, thinks that she shouldn't say. Like I said, I'm gonna try to give her. I'm gonna try to be fair with her until she says something stupid.
Okay. I have nothing for Jess Hilarious. I don't. I have nothing for her. Good luck, girl. I hope this is what you want. I hope you guys, are successful. Because I'm not going to stop anybody from getting the bag. Like, if that, get your bag, girl. Just don't stop it. Don't come attacking when things. I'm gonna be quiet. Let me just be quiet. I'm moving on. Good luck, girl.
I felt like you got triggered over there.
I did. I had to reel it back. We're infotainment. We're gonna focus on the facts in the show. Moving on. All right, it's time for the new segment, y'all. Question for the people. I want you guys to take a look at this video, and then we're gonna ask you a question, and we want to let you know.
To a case out of Ventura County, a Thousand Oaks woman will serve no prison time for stabbing a man more than 100 times. She was found guilty by a jury, but she was also found to be in a cannabis-induced psychosis.
NBC4's Conrad Dickerson joins us live from the Ventura County Courthouse with the outrage from the family of the man killed and what the prosecutor has to say. Karma.
Yes, that man killed was just 26-year-old, stabbed 108 times by a then 27-year-old woman. Now, the prosecutor wanted jail time. The man's family wanted jail time, but a judge disagreed.
When this woman was wheeled mumbling and bloody from a Thousand Oaks apartment in May of 2018, all that was clear publicly at the time was that she was hurt and a man was dead. It would turn out that she, Bryn Spetcher, killed the man, Chad O'Melia, in a marijuana-induced psychotic state. And Tuesday, a judge decided she would not serve any prison time for doing it.
This guy just gave everybody in this county a license to kill people after they smoked marijuana.
That was Chad O'Melia's father, Sean O'Melia's reaction when he heard Spetcher was sentenced to probation. Not an appropriate end, as he sees it, to the events that unfolded that night.
She inhaled, and then from that point on, she went into a psychotic state shortly thereafter. She picked up 3 different knives from his kitchen, and she slaughtered him, penetrating every major organ, all over his body, his face.
Spetcher stabbed O'Melia, the man she was dating, over 100 times. The two had smoked marijuana, and Spetcher had a catastrophic reaction. Prosecutor Audrey Nafzinger says body camera shows the woman didn't even realize when police had arrived.
When they arrived, she was kneeling over him, covered in blood. He was dead on the ground, and she was stabbing herself with a 10-inch serrated red knife, covered in blood, in the neck multiple times. She severed her carotid artery, or she cut her carotid artery, nicked it. They had to tase her 4 times.
Prosecutors in defense agree that the marijuana led Spetcher to a cannabis-induced psychosis, which is why she was charged with involuntary manslaughter, not murder.
And it's just another way that somebody can become psychotic under the influence of a mind-altering drug. Marijuana is a mind-altering drug.
A jury convicted Spetcher last month. The prosecution requested the maximum sentence, 4 years.
Well, let me tell you, when people become voluntarily intoxicated and bad things happen, we do find that legal consequences and death. People need to go to jail.
However, the judge disagreed.
So the question is, my people, could this be your sentence if it was you? Asking my people. We're not talking. If you are not melanated, we're not talking to you. Okay? No offense.
This is a response.
Question for the people. Please, go ahead, Darius. What you got?
I said, hell no.
Hell to the dog, to the dog, dog, dog.
I don't know what kind of weed they smoking.
First of all, that's my question. I want to know what you've been smoking, because the green that I know, that don't happen. I've never heard of natural green doing that to making anybody do that after they smoke.
I ain't even gonna blame it on the weed. That's just some non-melanated people stuff.
That's exactly what it is. There was something in a girl. Hold on, the girl could be laced with K2, cat litter bleach, all sorts of stuff. This is not my first time hearing this. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't smoke nothing. Let me stick to a little alcohol.
All I can say, baby, they would have tried that, baby, with me, baby. They would have met they maker on high.
No, we could get death. That's what I'm saying, Serena. We would have been in the death penalty. Michaela says, well, it depends if I don't have a record, independent on what state we're talking about. Maybe I could walk like she did, but if this is Maryland, I'm going to prison for the rest of my life. I know that's right. Sounds like a demon. That's what I'm saying. She needs to be rebuked and smacked.
Sounds like she need an exorcism.
Something. You stabbed that man 108 or 80 times, or however many that was. That's a lot of damn times.
And got off.
And kept going. Jesus. That's crazy. And then that. So is she going to a mental institution? Is she just like, it's just nothing? She just has probation? You took another man's life. You don't get nothing? Whew. I'm sorry. It's just too much. Anyway, be careful who you date. That's what I'm saying. I have so many questions for her. Like, was this her first time smoking? Like, I want to interview her myself. I don't want to interview her. You doing all that? It's too much. It's too much. You doing all that? I don't want you near me. I'll talk to you behind a plexiglass. Now she gets to go back to being a psycho. That's what I'm saying, Cupcakes. Shout out to Cupcakes. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the story. This is too much. Now, this is something else that was too much. Too much.
I saw this.
What happened, sir? What were you smoking? Maybe we need to test marijuana nowadays. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people are too high.
You know what? I think this is just a case of when you have money and a certain level of money and privilege, I'm not gonna say that you don't relate to people or where you come from, but your experiences, it can be different.
And I'm all fine with your experiences being different. You know,
I think when he was expressing his appreciation for Donald Trump getting his his partner and his label or something like that.
Listen, I have some conservative friends. I really do. And they have been conservative. They've been Republican since God knows when. And I'm very close with them. And we have political debates all the time. We debate on policy. But what we are all in agreement on is that Donald Trump is a representation of what is horrible with America.
Absolutely.
And so for me, as a black man in the United States, I will never vote for him. I won't.
But
we can debate on policy.
A lot of us did.
A lot of us didn't. That's the problem. But what I'm saying is so let me just read this article before I get triggered. I'm already triggered. Rapper Snoop Dogg has recently expressed a complete shift in his opinion about former President Donald Trump. After years of staunch criticism, the rap icon now claims to have nothing but love and respect for Mr. Trump. How much did he pay you, girl? This unexpected change of heart came to light during an interview with London's The Sunday Times, where Snoop Dogg gave Trump some credit for pardoning Michael Harrio Harris, a former associate of Suge Knight. While speaking with the news outlet, Snoop was asked about his thoughts on the GOP frontrunner in the upcoming 2024 presidential election. Quote, Donald Trump, Snoop Dogg said, he ain't done nothing wrong to me.
You know what just came to me? Wow, a lot of people like him, a lot of these people support Trump people that have money, because what they'll say is they made more money under Trump when he was in office than any other time. Well, see, but the thing is, that does not trickle down. A lot of us might be more amenable to Trump, despite the crazy shit he does. And says, if we saw the benefit that somebody on the caliber of Snoop Dogg or other people, that's what a lot of these millionaires and people like that, they saw the physical benefits of him being in office, which is why they're so pro-Trump. It ain't just they just like him or believe in him. It's that their pockets got fatter when he was in office.
Absolutely. Jay Thomas, shout out to Jay Thomas. A lot of straight black men are going to vote for Trump this next election. They have been brainwashed. I agree. Absolutely. Serena says Snoop has been smoking too long to claim the fact that weed made him do it. That's what I'm saying. He's been smoking a little too long. Lord, MAGA took Snoop from me. Oh, Jesus. Dr. Holt says, I've been researching moving to Africa. Doctor, you ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Say it, Darius. Cupcake says. Michaela says, Dr. Ho already did my research. See if I can go to each. Y'all are a mess. Listen, we can't just leave when trouble comes. We got to stick together and come through. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. This is a lot for a Monday. It's stressing me out. But I do think that certain things we need to just crack the Lord. Crack the sky, Lord. I want to be caught up in the now the missionaries are giving up. Like, come on now. Hold it together, people. Listen, I don't know. I think this is a very if we're looking at it from politics, this is a very smart move for Donald Trump and his camp, right? Because this is he needs the black vote in order to win. And in order for him to get the black
vote. But you know what gets me about some of us? Some of us have bought into the hype.
Speak on it.
That the economy is not doing well. That that things are so bad. And I'm not saying that things are great for everybody. I know gas went up, cost of living went up, the price of eggs, milk, everything went up. But a lot of this stuff resulted from the Trump administration.
Absolutely.
All the situation at the border. The border didn't just get the way it is. A lot of this stuff happened under the Trump administration, even before that. And so the thing is, so many of us have bought into the hype of what we hear, and we don't really take time to really stop and think and research.
Yep. Absolutely. You are not lying there. And I think also I think like with the whole stuff with the stimulus stuff, like with the stimulus package or the
that didn't come from him.
That didn't come from him. But exactly. And so narratives are important. And so if people don't know, that's why I'm very I always want when Samuel pulls stories for us, I always ask him for 3 sources, because a lot of times, at least 2 to 3 sources, because a lot of times what happens is that they pull a narrative, and there's different news outlets they swing certain ways, right? And so like Fox News obviously swings more right, NBC swings more left, all of those different things or whatever. So we see, news sources overall,
and they crazy as much money as Fox News had to pay out because of him.
Well,
I wouldn't be swinging nothing his way.
Well, that's here nor there. The bottom line is that there's at the end of the day, you have to do your own research in order for you to really know what's going on. And I think that there's a lot of people that have more opinions than actual researched thoughts and critical thinking that we're lacking when it comes to our culture and when it comes to the overall DNC. So I think that there's a lot of, and not even just the DNC, I think there's independents that are concerned as well, and people who operate independently.
But you know what a lot of this is, and I know we got to go, a lot of this is just bad messaging.
Yes.
The Republicans, hate them or love them, they are really good at honing a message and just hitting you with it constantly. The Democrats need to start playing along those same lines. They need to start and don't give us the broad context. Give us the talking points. Get in a simplified form, because we ain't got time to read hundreds of pages of bills or legislation. Just give us the simple points. They need to start coming for these people next.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know what the purpose of this was, Snoop Dogg. I don't know what was going on, but this was a complete blow. This blew me. So I would really love to understand why you did all that, because it comes across as if you're endorsing Donald Trump. And if that's the case, that's a bad move for the hip hop community. That's a bad move for us as a culture. So I don't know what that's about, but let's get on track there. Moving on. Yeah. And did you get a check, girl? Did you get an envelope? Was it worth it? We have a news update. Hey, good Lord, help us. We have a news update. So if you guys remember Daryl George, the young man who was kind of criticized and also suspended from school for wearing locks, and he's going to trial now because of it. He's still suspended from school. His schooling has been interrupted. He's still in in-house suspension, I believe. So his high schooling is being interrupted. So let's take a look at what's going on here.
Tonight, a heated dispute between a Houston area school district and one of its black high school students is headed to trial. Daryl George has been serving an in-school suspension and facing other disciplinary actions for more than 4 months now, all because of his hair.
Why me out of everybody in that school?
The Barbers Hill district says it's because George's lock hairstyle violates its dress code policy, which limits hair length for boys. But George's family and critics say the move is a violation of the Crown Act, a new Texas law which took effect in September and prohibits race-based hair discrimination.
I wrote the Crown Act, I filed it, and it is clear. Locks, bantu knots, twists, braids, wash and goes, blowouts, however you wish to wear your hair, wigs should be accepted. Barbers Hill ISD is stealing his high school experience and breaking the law.
A state judge now setting a February trial date to determine if George's punishment is a violation of the law.
The family has a real case here, especially given that the authors of the bill really believe that this is a situation where the Crown Act would apply. The outcome of this case will absolutely set a precedent, especially within the state of Texas.
George's mother said she was disappointed the judge did not grant a temporary restraining order that would have stopped her son's punishment until the trial.
I have a son, 18 years old, that wants to go to school, that wants to get his education, and y'all messing with him. Why?
Barbers Hill superintendent telling NBC News in part, the Crown Act says nothing about hair length, adding it was meant to allow braids, locks, or twists, which the district has always allowed. The law was never intended to allow unlimited student expression. In a paid ad that ran earlier this month in the Houston Chronicle, Poole stood behind the district's decisions. The ad reading, quote, "We will not lose sight of the main goal, high standards for our students, by bending to political pressure or responding to misinformed media reports. These entities have lesser goals that ultimately harm kids."
Greg Poole is a liar. It is about the fact that he does not like braids, locks, or any sort of African-American hairstyle, which he said, and I'm going to prove it to you.
We spoke with George in December, shortly after he was suspended for a second time due to his hair.
How has this all felt for you?
It's very stressful. I'm trying to maintain being a student while also having to deal with this. Why should I cut my hair for my education? My hair has nothing to do with my education.
So what are your thoughts about this? I think, well, before I go, what are your thoughts on this, Darius?
This is a clear case of discrimination. This is what I don't understand about our non-melanated brothers and sisters who think that they can stand on the moral high ground and make decisions about people's hair. His hair has nothing to do with his ability to learn or why he is there, which is to get an education. His hair is neatly groomed. And so to me, that they're making it a racial thing, which is really what it's ultimately about. They're not trying to say race, but that's really what it's about. But this is wrong. And the family is right to sue. Yeah. He should not be serving in-school suspension. He should not be disciplined because of his hairstyle. That is plain discrimination. And I hope that they also seek a civil judgment.
I hope so too. I hope that they make it through this, because this is super damn silly. This is dumb. And there's a clear line.
You know how many models I see with hairstyles just like that?
Right. And the thing is that he went by the actual standard that is been put out. So I'm not even understanding why this is even going as far as it is. And so, well, I understand why, but I think at the end of the day, we're looking at a situation where if he doesn't win this is going to be detrimental to the rest of the students in that area, in that whole state. So this is a monumental situation, and we should definitely rally up against him. Where's Ben Crumb? Where are all of these high profile lawyers that and the NAACP that, you know, to surround him, to back him? You know, so I definitely think that this should be something that is made into a national conversation. So, because this is silly. This is really dumb. But we're going to keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. It is discrimination. Native American males dealt with the same thing. Wow, I didn't know that. Dr. Holt says, I'm over discipline and instruction, and I tell the teachers to not even nitpick about dress code unless it's excessive. You are not teaching the clothes. You're not teaching the clothes. You are teaching the child. Amen to that. Amen to that. No, I don't think certain things, you know, should be offensive, but I don't think that this is offensive. And he's not wearing his hair out. He's not, you know, he's doing everything that is, you know, allegedly a part of the thing. So I don't see what the problem is. Sorry, I'm getting messages from clients here. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, we already said that. Okay, let's move on to the next story. We're gonna wish him the best and keep him in prayer. Daryl George. So shout out to him. Right, it's not his braids are neat and look professionally done. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know what the problem is. There's more to this than meets the eye. But all right, our last story of the day. Halle Bailey is clapping back, y'all. His hair is maintained. It's just racist trying to make a point. I agree, Jay Thomas. Halle Bailey, excuse me, is clapping back. She must be in her feelings. Maybe it's postpartum. I don't know what's going on, but she's clapping back. So let's see here. Somebody had posted. I don't think people are mad she hid her pregnancy. People are more so annoyed that she went out of her way to lie and gaslight about it. Then she shaded people and called them desperate. Now she wants those same desperate people to know every little detail, about what's going on. So regarding her pregnancy. Now, Miss Halle Bailey responded. She said, "I never lied or even said anything about it, honey. Making a joke about my nose was the farthest I went. I'll never understand why you are mad. I protected my own space or my own peace. Wouldn't you do the same? And I'm going to share my pics now if I want to, because my son is here safely. If you don't want to see it, just keep scrolling, baby. LOL. God bless you." That was very Tabitha Brown, but we're going to move on. So she also responded to another Haley baby killer. You didn't tell us about the baby then. You didn't speak then. Don't speak now and leave us out the conversation. Enjoy your piece. We don't care. She responds to her, or to that person, "If you don't care, why are you responding then, sweetheart?" Heart emoji. Just don't care by living your best life and not commenting on mine. She also commented on other people saying, "LMAO, y'all are funny. Love you. Bye." She said, "LOL, my hormones have been on 10 recently, so I'm gonna go back to staying off Twitter. Love you all." What are your thoughts, Darius?
First of all, she has every right to have enjoyed her pregnancy experience. She has every right to enjoy being a mother. Why is and this is somebody who's right here, she don't even know in real life.
Yeah.
So this is my thing with people on social media. You know, they get this internet courage, and we both been through this with folks who get internet courage, and they think they can say any and everything to you, but if they saw you in real life, it would be a totally different story. She has the right to enjoy motherhood. She has the right to have enjoyed her pregnancy experience, and whoever that is, why do you care, girl? Why do you care?
I agree. I also don't agree. I agree with that, yes. But I also think that she shouldn't be responding to them. Because then you're giving clout
she needs to stop responding.
Yeah, I definitely think that she needs to do what Beyonce does.
I know from personal experience that's easier said than done.
It is. But at the end of the day, you know, these people you're making them famous by responding to them. You're giving, because now what's going to happen is that when she responds to them, because she has a blue check, right? This person doesn't. I'm not shading him or them or whoever they are. Echo does radio, but now Echo does radio is going to have people come after them and then respond, or not after them, but have people go to their site, whether it be on Twitter or Instagram, wherever, and now they're going to generate views or they're going to generate attention, because now they're going to see what else are you going to. Even Hailey's fans, Hailey Bailey's fans are going to go over and see what else is she going to say. What else or are they going to say about her?
I get it. The smart thing for her is to not say something because of the position that she's in. Mm-hmm. But, you know, Hailey is built like a lot of us. No, I ain't finna let you think you're going to get the last word on me.
Right. Jay Thomas says, people on social media want to act so holy and pure when they was popping out babies at 14. Well,
that's it.
I mean, that's a word. I mean, listen, I don't care. I really didn't care about the whole situation. I think what would have been I don't think that this was important enough for people to be all up in arms about. Like I don't care that she was pregnant. I really don't. I'm glad that she has a healthy baby now, that she's safe, that she's healthy, that she's doing well. I think that's what should be proud, shined upon, because most Black women now have a lot of birth complications and a lot of health issues now when they're having babies. So we should be celebrating a new life on this earth, celebrating that she is safe herself. And I think a lot of it really stems from the fact that they don't like her boyfriend, that she is not married. But how many people are not married and are having kids?
Exactly.
Like, don't act all holy in that. How many of y'all have had kids prior to marriage? How many of y'all have had kids with people that you probably shouldn't have had kids with? But now
I wasn't married to none of my baby's daddies, so
you know what? Okay. This is why we can't have nice things. But yeah, I think we should leave Hailey Bailey alone. And I think also Hailey should stop, responding. I really do. And I know
now it's real personal to her now. See, now you talking about her child.
Right. Now you talking about her child. This is her child.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful, girl, because Anywho. Do we have anything else? I want to see if there's anything else breaking. No. Okay. Yeah. All right. Other than a former IRS contractor who leaked former President Trump's tax records to reporters has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. Okay, girl. All right. That's fine. That's all we got. You got anything else, Darius, before we go?
Nope. I got to get back on the clock.
I know that's right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Well, we will see you guys on Wednesday, and we hope that you guys have a phenomenal Monday. Don't forget to check out all the other things that are happening on Pyro Media Network, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and peace out. Let's jam out of here.
All righty.
Mm-hmm. Peace, y'all.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.